Hey there, welcome back to the Pack Your Passport podcast. My name is Brittany Roberts. I'm the host of this show. I've been a travel agent since 2020, and since then, I have been able to leave my full-time job as a teacher and help over 80 other travel agents sell over $5 million in travel. And I'm really proud of that. You'll hear from many of those people here on the podcast very soon if you haven't already. And these are people who come from all walks of life, who are doing all kinds of different things in travel, different niches. So maybe some specialize in cruises, while others specialize in all-inclusives. You'll hear from some who are marketing on Instagram, while others focus on YouTube. You'll even hear from travel agents who are doing really well and they're not using social media at all. And I am so excited for that. I can't wait to get into those guest interviews. But I wanted to take a few minutes to make sure first that you know why you should be listening to me, like why am I making this show? And also to talk a little bit about Travel Agent Haven, which is the company behind this podcast. It's the company behind all of the courses and memberships you're going to hear about. It's the company behind all the resources you're going to get to enjoy. We actually invest money in people to edit this podcast, to help with writing content, to create social media content, and to create resources for you as a future or new travel agent. About that really quickly, I'm also kind of making an assumption, but I'm guessing that if you're here, you're either a future travel agent or you're a brand new travel agent. Either way, this is going to be a great resource for you, this whole show, this podcast, and everything that we have to offer here. Which, by the way, I want to quickly direct your attention to the episode description. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be right below the video. If you're listening, you might have to go to your podcast player app and see everything there. So if you haven't, go ahead and pause and go look at that now. And I just want you to click on anything you might be interested in. You should definitely check out our freebie library. So I'll give you a second to do that now, and then you can press play when you're ready. Okay, I'm guessing you're back, so we're going to keep going. If you didn't have time to grab it, make sure that you save this episode or highlight it or heart it, whatever your favorite app lets you do. If you're here on YouTube, you can actually save it to a later playlist. That way you can go through it then, because it would be such a shame to miss out on those links. Or if you're here on YouTube, you can also drop a comment and I'll make sure to get it to you somehow. So Travel Agent Haven, the reason we named it that is we want this to be the most positive, supportive, and safe place for travel agents. And I think it's important for you to know that, whether you're looking to become a travel agent or whether you've just recently become one. Anytime you're starting something new, it's hard because you're new, right? There's so much to learn. It's easy to compare yourself to what others are doing or experiencing in this space. And it can be frustrating when things are actually harder, take longer, or are even more expensive or more complicated than you were expecting. And we never want to paint an inaccurate picture of how much work it takes to be a successful travel agent. I think you know that inherently, that anything good in life is worth working for, and it's definitely the same here. But the model is very simple. Being a travel agent, we earn commissions anytime we book travel for someone. And you might not have known this, but every time you book a piece of travel, whether you're using an online site like Expedia, Booking.com, Agoda, you're booking with an online travel agency. You're just not getting any of the personalized support that you would get from a human. You're getting the service of automation and doing it on your own schedule as an exchange. But sadly, you don't get all the same advantages of being a travel agent, even though you're technically your own, and you're technically the agent on record. So God forbid something happens to your flight, your hotel room, or something else, you're the one that has to deal with it, but you don't have any recourse because they're always going to say, sorry, you booked through a third party. Ask Expedia, ask Booking, ask Agoda. And that can be so frustrating. But the good thing is, as travel agents, we have way more options as far as how we book, and we get the commission instead of that online travel agency. Now, we have a free training that's all about this, and when you get access to our freebie library, again, link down in the description, you'll be able to watch it there. But basically, we think that if you're a traveler, you should be your own travel agent. We have a really big vision for what we want to do with Travel Agent Haven. We consider ourselves the Travel Pro Collective. We're a band of travel agents who really wants to give back and help other travel agents. And all the agents on my team, just to be super clear, they're not all reps, they're not all affiliates, they're not doing MLM, they're not doing network marketing. Many people I interview are just wanting to help you. They're agents themselves. They know what it's like to be new and not know these things. They know how hard and overwhelming it can be. So maybe if you have not taken the plunge yet because you have all these things in your head of, but what if I don't make enough money to justify the cost? I don't really have enough time as it is. I'm so busy. What if I end up not liking it? Like, is there some kind of contract? Am I going to be able to sell enough to be able to actually make enough money to live? What if I end up just paying this monthly admin fee for months or years and I don't make anything back? All those questions you have are totally normal. We've all had them before, and we know they're important, and we know that every single person's case is different. But my hope is that really by seeing everybody's stories and hearing from them, you're going to see that you can do this too, because you totally can. You just have to find a way that works for you. I also want to make sure you know what we believe so that you can make sure that this is an organization that you're aligned with, that you agree with. So we believe everyone should travel, obviously. There's this pervasive myth in the travel agent world that when you book with a travel agent, that travel is inherently more expensive. One, that's actually not true. I get deals in my inbox all the time directly from tour operators, hotels, hotel chains, airlines, and I'm always sharing those with my customers and clients. If I can save them money, I love to. I'm happy to do that. And often I can get a package deal for a client where, say they book a certain hotel or all-inclusive with me, they can actually get the flight for free. There are so many deals online like that. And once you become a travel agent, you get access to all of them. And I should say these are exclusive deals too. These deals are not available to the public. I think it's important for you to know that. We also believe that no matter where you live or what your budget is, there's a way for you to get out there and explore. And that's something that we all really believe in as travel agents. We're not against hostels. We're not against backpacking. In fact, many of us are either current or former backpackers ourselves. So you don't have to be a luxury travel expert to make really great money as a travel agent. And you don't have to be a luxury traveler yourself. We serve people, of course, by planning trips, putting together itineraries, booking travel for others, and of course, helping you become your own travel agent. Our mission is to help everyone in the world see more of the world. And that's something we're really passionate about. We believe that travel can absolutely be a catalyst for change. It can be this transformative trigger to help you really turn around your life or improve it, upgrade it, elevate it. I know so many trips have done that for me. Maybe not even the trip itself, but the trip helps me get enough time and space and place to be able to have the room to think about it. So we hope we can help you do the same. Who do we typically help? I already mentioned that I'm a former teacher and that many of the travel agents I've helped are either current or former teachers, but anybody can become a travel agent. Truly, I mean that. If you've used one of those online travel agencies I mentioned earlier, like Expedia, Booking, Agoda, then you can do this. It's really similar. You just have different portals, you have different processes. We have certain procedures we follow to make sure everything is legit and that these bookings we make are commissionable. But if you can do that, you can definitely do this. In the next episode, I'm going to walk you through a case study of myself. I'm going to talk about what I've done in travel as a travel agent myself, how I chose my niche and specialty, what this looks like in practice, how I get clients, how I do my marketing, and if I use social media platforms, which do I use? That may or may not surprise you. So if you haven't already and you're on YouTube, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and click that little bell so you never miss notification of a new video. And if you're listening to an audio-only version of this podcast, we'd love it if you'd follow in your chosen platform. But then after that, come on over to YouTube as well, because we also have videos that we post periodically where we really deep dive on a certain topic or a certain strategy. Because we know that once you go down this rabbit hole, you are going to be interested in learning all of these other strategies for marketing, getting clients, and serving them. That might not be as exciting for you right now if you're not a travel agent yet, but it will be in the future. Okay, future travel agent, that is all for now. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment down below if you're watching on YouTube. You can send me a DM on Instagram over at Travel Agent Haven, or you're always more than welcome to send me an email, Brittany@travelagenthaven.com. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the next video or audio episode.